Hello class, I'm just going to very briefly show you how to vote on our discussion posts for what you'd like to workshop in our live discussion. So if you don't know how to get to some of the class tools, there's multiple ways. You can go through the checklist to get to the links, or you can just do it manually. So you can go to class tools, go to discussions, and my screen looks a tiny bit different than yours because I'm not a student, but ignore that. And then you just go to the one that you need to vote on. These are not it. You'd go down to this one and click on week 6 because it's week 6. In week 10, you'd click on the one for week 10. In week 15, you'd click on the one for week 15, obviously, etc., etc. And then you can scroll down and look through these. Now, what's confusing is you can see how many pluses or minuses something has gotten from this screen, but you can't actually vote from here. Ridiculous. But anyway, so you have to click on the item, and then in here you can plus or minus. So do you want to talk about microaggressions with David or not? And that's how that works. And then you go back to the topic, do it again. Now you can also go into your settings though, and you can choose how you'd like this to look. So if you don't like, this is called reading view, and I think they're kind of terrible. You can pick grid view. And there's a few other things you can do. You can show preview panes, you can have a search bar, etc. And if you prefer grid view, you can click on that, then it will kick you back to this screen because it's annoying. You go back in, and now it's viewed like this. And again, not super pretty. These are not, these discussion boards, I swear, I'm not sure when the last time they worked on it is, but it's at least in some ways a little bit easier to work through because it opens it like this, and then you can see which ones you've looked at or not. It looks more like email, and you can plus or minus right here to vote. Cultural knowledge or stereotypes, is that what you want to discuss? If not, you give it a down vote. If yes, you give it an up vote. Same thing about biases, Eric's post, keep going. And that's what you would do. So you can ignore 90% of what's on this screen, but it makes it easy to click through and also for you to see what you have opened and haven't because they bold or they unbold to let you know. And it makes it easy to vote and do all of this from one screen, which is much simpler. I believe that it automatically gives you that other view, but that's why I wanted to show you this, to show you how to make it a tiny bit easier for yourself. All right, I hope this helps.